How are we, lads? Welcome back to another episode of Finn's Farm Life. So today is going to be another short one. Unfortunately, I'm still at home, but this is the last day I'm going to be at home. I finished up here today. We're done now. The father, the younger brother, is back from his holidays. He arrived back today, so I milked this evening, and that's it. Then I'm back to work tomorrow, so schedule should be back to normal. But I will decide I will be deciding soon, maybe in the next couple of days or maybe a week. I'll give it another week and just see if I'm going to be able to keep up the 3 days a week posting. Not because I'm not able of it, but it's just that it's very repetitive content, and I don't want to be putting up videos that are just constantly the same and over and over and over again. But I don't know, doing maybe 20-minute videos or 25-minute videos, rather than trying to throw videos together when I'm just doing the basic milkings and handy jobs around the place. I've a good few more days to put into one, but I'll decide that in the next few days. I might be able to maybe work something out. But today, my father was out here topping. This here is my garden from last year. It's absolutely outrageous. It needs to be cut down desperately. But we topped these two fields. We were meant to spray them, so they're all covered in thistles. We meant to spray them, but they went too strong, so we topped the two of them. Calves are in it now, they can pick away at it. And we topped half the field above the top. That field at the top was reseeded there about 2 years ago, but it was during a very bad drought and the grass didn't come in, and the grass up there is actually worse than the grass in these two paddocks down here. So it ain't going too well in that field, but we're not going to worry about it. But what I've done basically today and yesterday evening was I was tearing at the house. So we, as I was saying before, we done a lot of work in the house there over this year. So we put in new windows, we put in new doors, we done 2 rooms, we done the bathroom, and we done another room inside there. We've been doing it up as time's gone on. This used to be my grandmother's house. She passed away in 2014, so this house was obviously, it's on the farm, and originally we done it up, me, my older brother and my cousin done it up. Fairly rash job, not something you would see on Dermot Bannon anyway, that is for sure. But basically we done it up because the cousin was going to college, the older brother wanted to get out of the house, and then eventually I moved over during COVID. So we've just looked after it ourselves ever since. We've been doing minor changes and upgrading it as time's gone on, which has worked out for us. But what I done in the last couple of days was so that's Broad's IBC. Not the tidiest looking job, but it's the biggest thing I could find for Broad and the cheapest, and it works perfectly for him. Keeps him dry. He's bedded with straw because otherwise he eats the beds. That's how he works. So no one come for me for him being in an IBC. I put stone down along here. So originally there was a hedge running up along here on the inside of this wall, and it was coming out too far. It was coming out nearly to about here, and it was just impossible to do anything, especially when we were doing work in the house. So we took it out and brought it to the wall, but then it was just getting very dirty because there was still soil from the hedge being there, so it was encroaching over and over, and it was just making a mess of the place. So I put weed proof barriers here, and stone went down. I meant to video all this, but I got into a bit of a slight bit of I got into a go yesterday, essentially. This thing won't focus. I got into just a bit of a rhythm yesterday, and it was done before I even pulled the camera. And then I done the front lawns. So this looks like pure sand. A lot of it is sand, but it's sand and topsoil mixed. And then I put in lawn fertilizer as well, and all that was raked together. Lawn seed got in, raked through it as well, and all of it was levelled off. And basically what happened here was, when we were doing the upgrades, a lot of stuff was being thrown out here, and there was weeds coming up through it. That isn't as nice as this one over here, but that one wasn't as bad either. This one was basically just bare soil, so I just wanted to level it off and redo it. So hoping that will come in soon. I also done wildflowers out in the outskirts of the walls, and then just cleaned up around the house and stuff like that. But yeah, it is, in fairness now, for a house that is its age. Like, my father was reared in it, all his siblings are reared in it. Like, that house is 70 years old, more even, 75, 80 years old. It's a perfect house, lovely house, and solid as they come. A few more bits need to be done to it, but it's a great house. And then we also did the apple tree then out the back. That might need a bit of work. Structure of it isn't hectic, and the calves don't help either with them fucking eating the bark off it. So that needs maybe a few repairs and maybe a fence going up around it. That was planted, I think that was planted the year before my grandmother died, so we'll try and keep that joke going. But yeah, no, like as I said, it is a quick video today. There is nothing at home, especially at home. At home we're not absolutely flat out here. Just doing milkings. I was doing a lot of work on the yard. I was doing a lot of work in the house as well. We're getting stuff ready to go down to the recycling centre and stuff like that. But from say Sunday onwards, it's going to be business as usual, back to normal. And hopefully I'll be able to get enough content that I'm going to be able to stay doing the 3 days a week. It's just, I've only noticed it there in the last while, it's all been very repetitive. I'm trying not to be repetitive, but when it's kind of, when you're in routine, all it really is fertilizer slurry, milking, the odd bit of mix and feed and stuff like that. But I'm trying to keep things changed and keep things kind of new and not all kind of the same. And I don't know, it's only just come to my mind that maybe if I cut back on how many videos I post a week, maybe it might just be a bit better, that I can get kind of fresher content out for you. I don't know. I know it's very early days to be saying that. I only started in January, but anyway, I'm only trying to make things better for you and better for me as well, because I've my other socials going on as well and trying to keep up with all that. But yeah, so that's what I came on here to kind of go through, just a small bit of an update what I got up to on my holidays. Not much other than milk at home and clean a yard. That's kind of it. But we'll have a bit more content here soon, because we'll be doing silage hopefully the end of next week, maybe on to the following week. Silage ground is ready to go. Just trying to get a bit of a shot of weather now. Today would have been perfect, but our contractor was somewhere else. So we'll have to wait and see, and hopefully we get an opening to flatten grass and get it dragged in here, because we got the silage bit ready as well. Well, the father did. He had it done in no time. He just scraped it out, and we'll put up the sheets then when it comes to putting in the silage. So yeah, that's all I have for you today, lads. Apologise for the short video once again, but holidays are finished up, so new videos coming next week, bit longer, bit more farming in it, so I appreciate your patience. So lads, that's the end of today's video. New videos every Wednesday, Friday and Sundays. Like, subscribe, do all the good things, and I'll talk to you in the next one.